From the West Coast, we're coming to you live from the NFL's newest and the world's most expensive stadium. State-of-the-art SoFi here in Inglewood, California. Up next, let's keep it in the NFC for this game between the Carolina Panthers and the Los Angeles Rams.
Cameron Dicker to kick off for the Chargers.
Here to begin this one is Cameron Dicker. And here we go from LA. Has this at the 6. Finds some space, he's past the 30. And they'll start this drive in good position, a little shy of the 40.
At their own 38-yard line.
All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10.
Set, ready. 33. Set.
Play action now, Young. And the Rams are there, and down he goes. And nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play.
Kate, we're one snap in, and already this defense has potentially killed this opening drive. And remember how valuable every possession is in the NFL. Talk about setting an immediate tone by this defense.
Yellow, 43. Steel, black. Ready.
From the pistol, it's Young. Finds him on the slant. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47.
The numbers are pretty clear, Kate. You get explosive plays. Those explosive plays on drives lead to points. You can't ask for a better start offensively.
1 yard, all that's needed. This is 3rd and inches. Now Young. He's out in the clear. They get to him, and he loses the football. It's out! But I believe someone on the Panthers made it to the loose football first. They're hanging on to it. Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play.
Here we watch out now. 52. 10 black. Cut.
And they go the wrong way on this first down. He's sent out a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
643 Rams. Set, cut.
Young throwing here. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Working quickly here.
Loss of 6 yards.
Striker. 3.
Third and long.
Cut.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. It's complete. This is Wk-10. And he's going to be hauled down at the 2. That sets up 1st and goal.
1st and goal, Carolina.
Ready. 45. Yellow. Set.
From the red zone on 1st. And he scores. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers finish up an excellent opening series. Well, you couldn't ask for a better start to a game than that. The offense taking it all the way down the field and finishing with 6.
These opening drives, Kate, are such tone setters. It is why every offense loves to script their first 15 plays, right? Everybody knows what's coming. Allows you during the practice week to get into rhythm, but even better when you're that sharp, that crisp, and you finish off and get the early lead.
And that kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. So we got a touchback. This drive will start at the 35.
35-yard line.
Good field position for the Rams as they get ready. 1st and 10. Kenneth Walker gets it for the first time. He cuts it right. Touchdown, Los Angeles! The Rams finish off their opening drive. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown.
You know, Kate, I think one thing we've clearly learned about the analytics of this game at the NFL level, explosive plays matter. And to get one on the opening series, that has got to feel good for this offense.
Dicker tacks on the extra point. And the Rams start off well to tie things 7-7.
Cameron Dicker to kick off for the Chargers.
Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Fielded at the 7. Making some progress here. Races past midfield. Touchdown on an incredible return. Well, when it's set up perfectly, Brock, and you get an exciting return man back there fielding it, wow, there are not many plays in football more exciting than taking a kickback for 6.
Find those blockers, follow those blockers, and then step on the gas. So simple for me to describe, yet so tough to execute on the field.
After watching one kick get taken back, partner, let's see how well they can replicate it as this one's away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Rams ready for this one. Here's 1st and 10. First play of the drive. Here's Walker. And he will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. They gain 11 on that play. And the Rams have the 1st down.
A run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
We've set it down from 37. Going to the ground again on 1st. Had some room to work, and he took advantage. Give him 7.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Last run got him 7. Here comes 2nd and 3.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Staying with Walker. Nothing doing on 2nd. They get to him behind the line. Now it's going to be 3rd and longer.
These edge defenders in the league today, Kate, they've got so much on their list to do. A huge to-do list. They got to get to the passer, they got to set an edge, and they got to stop that run game, not just on the end of the line, but in that case, right in the middle of the field.
Hits him on the out route. And he's going to go out of bounds with close to enough for the 1st. But he is marked short, so it is 4th down and less than a yard.
All you can do is shake your head sometimes. Sure, the pass play works, but they come up just an inch or two short for the 1st down.
On their own side, but only need an inch or 2 here, so they're going for it. He's keeping it. He's going for it. They were loaded and ready for that sneak, weren't they? They stopped him at the line. No gain.
One thing you cannot say, Kate, about this offense, they're not bold. That was a bold decision. One, they trusted the big guys up front, and they moved the sticks.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 47.
Let's go now.
Walker now from the gun. And they take him down after just a small gain on the final play of the first. And that is the end of our first quarter. The Panthers have taken the early lead. We'll return to Inglewood in just a moment. Time for the second quarter of play. It's Rams football. They'll have 2nd down as they look to continue this good drive.
Hey, smash Bronco!
On the draw, it's Walker. Down to the 44-yard line as he nearly picks up the first.
This dude was just not going to be stopped. Not by the first defender. Heck, not even by the second one who was able to bring him down. No, it took a few shots before this crew could finally get this beast down.
Here comes play number 8 of the drive, 3rd and 1.
Cowboy 80. Hurt.
Running with Walker again. Up to the races, middle of the field. He makes it in for the Los Angeles touchdown. The Rams can tie it up in the second after cutting into the lead. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown. Dicker's extra point is up and good. And the Rams tie things up at 14.
Dicker to kick off for the Chargers.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Bronx. So they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35.
Ready.
So good field position for the Panthers. Starting this drive, 1st and 10.
Ready.
Hand off to the back. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
Brought down back at the 32.
Zoom black.
Now it's Young. Tries to lob that one up, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quinyon Mitchell. We'll bring it into the red zone after a great turnover and return. He had to put some air under that one to try to drop it in, but that worked to the defense's favor as they get there and pick it off.
It is such a fine line in this league when you put air and touch on the ball. It is why these QBs around the league do the drill, whether it's on Fridays, the day before a game, Saturday, walk through. They always drop the ball in the bucket, right? They bring the garbage cans out, and they want to drop the ball in the bucket to just gain that touch. But it also gives those defenders with that air a chance to make a play on the ball as they just did.
Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. You can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain. They sent him with that sack in mind, Brock. We all saw what was coming. Still managed to clean up the play, even if it did come on the ground.
And you know why they call that a cat pressure from the secondary, Kate?
Tell me.
Because it's a C for corner and a T for attack, exactly what he just did.
Hall has him on the quick hitter. And he's taken down as they very quickly get into 1st and goal. Looking quickly here.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
This is complete to Ferguson out left. That is an LA touchdown. The Rams pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Dicker tacks on the extra point. And the Rams break that tie and now lead by 7. Walker all lined up and ready to boot it away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
On the double.
So good field position for the Panthers. Starting this drive, 1st and 10. Now running here with Jaden Blue. Blast through midfield. And they'll finally get him at the 35-yard line. It's a 30-yard gain, Brock. So unsurprisingly, that gives him a 1st down.
I'll tell you what, Kay, one of the things I'm most proud of coming out of broadcast are my O-line buddies that will hit me up during the game and say thank you. Thank you for finally showing some love and giving some light to what those big boys are doing up front. I got to play with some of the best to do it. I got to see it up close and personal. Because of it, I'll never forget it. And they just showed up on that run.
And he's got about 9 on that run, partner. Down inside the 30.
He was brought down at the 26. It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Give on 2nd here to Blue. And this is headed the wrong way. They're going to lose yards here. It's going to bring up 3rd down. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Young to throw here on 3rd. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it. Leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
Here we go. Here we go. Yellow.
Tight end going in motion here.
Striker. 3-3. Ready?
He's wound up for it. And this isn't going to get us. They stop him a few yards short. That's a turnover on downs.
Kate, that is all about the eyes of the defense. Keyed in on the quarterback. Whether it was going to be a run or a throw, that defense was so locked in, they hold him short of the sticks.
L.A. bringing the offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Drive begins with a Walker run. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 7, Brock, to begin this drive. Offense to the line fast.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
This is Walker on 2nd. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
It's a gain of a yard.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet. But if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
There he is on 3rd and short. There's a screen now for Walker. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. That one gains 7. And that's going to be good for an L.A. 1st down.
That's good.
This dude just simply got a nose for the marker no matter how they get him the ball, Kate. Hand it to him, and he sniffs out that 1st down. Get it to him on a screen, and it's no different. He surges ahead and keeps this drive moving.
1st down from the 42. Throwing his home. That's our target, Puka Nacua. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line.
13 yards.
A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
Hall looking to throw. Completed to his running back. And out of bounds right at the 40-yard line.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason, when one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Hall now. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete.
So far, this script, well, it's dictated some early looks for this running back, and now you're seeing the adjustment defensively. Not so easy on those checkdowns. Nowhere for that ball to go.
Quite the drive they've had, Brock, but they're up against it. 3rd and 5 now.
license. 60 license. Hut.
Hand off to Walker from the gun. Again, his number is called, and the defense read it once more, shutting him down. That brings up fourth down. Now we get a timeout by the Panthers. It's their first. Now Cameron Dicker on to try the field goal. It's a deep shot for him from that left hash. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that'll push it to double digits in a two-possession game.
Okay, that's pretty cool. Pretty big kick for him. Actually, a new season long. And when you do that, guess what happens? You're going to get called upon from that distance yet again.
Doesn't like what he sees, so we got a touchback. They're going to begin this drive at the 35-yard line.
35-yard line.
So good field position for the Panthers. Starting this drive, 1st and 10.
Here we go. Heck, yellow, 22. Striker, 23, called red. Green jack, blaster, 6. Hut, hut.
Shotgun snap now to Young. Hauled in by Njoku, left side. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
Gosh, I really like this receiver on that drag route in particular. Why? Because he's a guy that creates after the catch. They don't close quickly. He could take it to the house.
Red, cycle.
Here's Young on 1st and 10. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Now the Rams will use the first of their timeouts, as they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down.
That's now the 3rd time that he's been hauled down in this game, and that one was a biggie. Something's got to get figured out. Either the protection's got to be shored up, or the QB's got to get rid of the ball. You cannot take those kind of negative sacks.
Blood in the water defensively after that sack. This offense facing 2nd and 23. Young working from the gun. On target here to Njoku. This is going to be down to about the opposing 36 for their next snap. Now Carolina's going to take a timeout. That's its 2nd. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. Down inside the 40 now with a 1st down following that last play.
Red, yellow. You, yellow. Steel, black. 6, mega. Ready?
Out of the gun, Young. And he has it along the sideline, but he got a little too close to that edge. They're going to say he's out of bounds. We've got 2nd down.
You know, Kate, that's one of those instances where you try to walk that tightrope on the sidelines. Problem is, on a throw that far down the field, that is so hard to do, so difficult. I love the effort, just couldn't quite find the execution.
Green jack. Ready.
A 2nd down throw for Young. He fires one deep down the right sideline. Looked well downfield for that one. All he found was a waiting defender to knock it away. 3rd down coming up.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. Quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not 2 hands that got on the football.
Blaster, 6. Set.
On 3rd down, it's Young. That's caught for the 1st. And there's the stop after he drives this down to the 13. Panthers moving quickly, trying to get set at the line.
And the Panther 1st down.
52 blaster. Red, cycle. Set.
From the red zone now. To the end zone, but incomplete. Took their shot there on 1st down, Brock. Don't come away with any points just yet. After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10.
Let's go now. Black shot. Blue black. Real green. Hut, hut.
Sticking to the air, it's Young. That one's incomplete in the end zone. Took his shot at 6 that time. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you, you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Ready,
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down.
Here we go. Kick. Let's pick it blue. Cut.
To the air yet again. Young. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers make it a 1-score game before halftime. David Njoku, the touchdown. Extra point attempt coming from Sanders. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Panthers cut it to a field goal game.
Panthers 21. Jason Sanders set to kick off.
Ball is set up and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
And even 20 seconds left at their disposal on the final drive of this half.
70 Lions. Big alert, big alert. Say, hurt, check smash, check smash. Hurt, hurt. Hurt, hurt.
To throw, here's Hall. Lays out left side and gets it. Timeout taken by Los Angeles. It's 2nd. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
First down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
That'll be incomplete, and the clock shows 10 seconds left. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and he couldn't do it.
Now Hall. Taking a shot deep here. And he will have the Los Angeles touchdown. The Rams will add to their lead at the end of the half. Dicker on now for the PAT. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Rams make it a 10-point ball game.
Panthers 21. Cameron Dicker to kick off for the Chargers.
So we'll see if it's a kick return that ends our half or if we get a play from scrimmage as this one's away. So it's a touchback on the kickoff, and we're going to get one final snap here in the half.
At their own 35-yard line.
One last play before the break.
Green Jack. Ready.
He'll throw it. He rolls to his right. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this.
Jason Sanders set to kick off.
The first half controlled by the offenses, Brock. Let's see if the defenses can take over in the second half. We're underway. Return coming from the 6. He's got a lane up past the 30. So they're going to begin from the 36 as he's brought down.
Hey, you go into halftime with a double-digit lead, your number one objective, and they'll all say it in that locker room, it's 0-0 to begin the second half. So you want to come out firing the same way you did in that first half. And that kick returner, he took matters in his own hands.
Walker on first down. And he's brought down as the drive starts out with a 4-yard gain. Offense up to the line pass.
The 40-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Second down, Walker's going to get it again. Finds a little room there, gets him about 3 yards. They're up to the 43.
You know, that's a good run right there. Keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
3rd and just 2 to go. Walker trying to run for the first. And they're turned away on 3rd and short. Actually might have lost a yard. So that's going to bring up 4th down.
2 yards.
Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you called 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
And this is away, wisely headed for the sideline to avoid that return. And it's out of bounds without a whole lot of room for error. He hit it well. They're saying it's out at the 4.
4-yard line.
Panthers look just about ready. 1st and 10.
Black walk. Check.
They'll start the drive with blue. And that's an 8-yard chunk to start this one. That brings up 2nd and 2.
Well, I think I hear the warning sirens. You hear them, Kate? I think they just got quieted. Because that run right there gave them enough room from the goal line where you should feel comfortable throwing anything in your playbook.
Pressure coming, and they take him down. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
Loss of 5 yards. It's 3rd down. 3rd and 6.
Red cycle.
Throw here, 3rd down. Short pass brought in. And this winds up being an excellent play for them from deep in their own territory, up approaching that 30-yard line. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
Carolina.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
Red, 22 middle.
Off the play fake, it's Young. Hook up again to Njoku. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. A gain of 15 there. And that's good for a Panthers first. Defenders in the area, they still make the connection, Brock. Almost looked like it was just another throw on the practice field.
Yeah, this is how you just develop that just trust factor, that connection. We see it with QBs and tight ends, and the best of them make it look easy.
And screen here to Blue. Get this down to the 44 before he stopped. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first. Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44.
Here we go. Set. 52 book. Ready.
Shotgun snap. A give to Blue. And they're going to be humbled here on 1st down. Going to wind up losing yards on this play. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12.
They're going to throw out of the gun.
46-yard line.
Escapes the pocket. This is caught inside the 15. And he's going to be hauled down at the 2. That sets up 1st and goal.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw, when you throw it that deep outside the numbers, that requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, and he just showed it off.
Just need 2 more yards that they couldn't get on that last play. Here's 1st and goal.
Come on, set. Yes, set.
Quick pass, right side, complete. He has the Carolina touchdown. The Panthers start the second half with some needed points. Not a lot of processing time from the moment he pulled it back to the moment he made that throw, Brock. But I think we can all agree he made the right choice not to hand it off, and then the right read on that throw.
Yeah, he sure did, kid. Kind of reminds me of the option quarterbacks of our day growing up, right? Those guys that made that pitch, and it was just second nature. They were on the run, guys all around. Didn't matter. He's going to put that pitch right on them. The great RPO quarterbacks of today do exactly the same thing with their throws.
So a rarity for anyone playing penalty bingo. It's a kickoff out of bounds and some great field position starting out. So first down from the 41. Takes the handoff. Now to throw. Flushed out of the pocket. On the run. Deep down the left side. And this is going to end up incomplete. He really aired it out there on first down, but just couldn't make the connection.
This defense, they had a plan. And they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10. Hall. Here's a screen out for Walker. And he's tackled for no gain.
It may not look like much on the stat sheet, but this is kind of good on good. An offense gets a completion, not going backwards, and the defense, well, they rallied, they pursued, and kept that screen to a minimal gain.
Extra DB out there for the Panthers. 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Gets him on the quick hitter. They'll have the first down and even more. He takes it down to the 33. Even 25 on that play. And the Rams have the first down. This is the end of the 3rd quarter. It's Rams ball. We'll see if they can hang on to this lead till the end.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
First down now, ball at the 33.
Let's go. Bronco 80. Go, Reed. Go.
Now an inside give to Walker. Wasn't a fan of what was ahead there, Brock, but the bounce outside doesn't fare any better. He gets a lone yard at 2nd down.
Well, that's what I'm talking about. That's the kind of reaction time you want when you face a draw play. They broke on it shortly after the draw started, and they contained it to a minimal gain.
Here we go, set. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Back.
Working now from the gun. Catch made right side by Nakua. And they're going to have 1st and goal as he gets this down to the 4.
Just excellent effort on that catch. And a lightning quick transition from bringing that football in to getting vertical. He was not content for a second to end that play where he caught it. Any catch he makes, his intent is to put some serious yards on top of it.
And he's not going to reach the end zone. They bring him down at the 1. They're 3 yards closer to the end zone. Here comes 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
Now it's 2nd and goal from the 1.
Go. Set it. Riggs. Check.
Hall setting to throw. And the Panthers are just too much here. They're going to take him down. And quickly, their chances at the end zone are running out, Brock. It's 3rd and goal.
Okay, that was so good, really, on 2 levels there defensively. Number one, with an athletic quarterback, you've got to keep him in the pocket. They did. And then more importantly, and in this case, you got to finish him. Job well done.
Big play coming up here as everyone gets set for 3rd and goal.
Cowboy 80. 19 Tiger. 19 Tiger. 70 Lion.
So with that play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. May still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. Big play coming up here as everyone gets set for 3rd and goal.
Set. 60 Bison. 60 Bison. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat. 19 Lion. Go.
He's back to throw. Will score. Touchdown, LA. The Rams make it a 9-point advantage. It's a Puka Nacua touchdown. Dicker's extra point is up and good. And the Rams make it a 10-point ball game.
Rams 38, Panthers 28. Cameron Dicker to kick off.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. And he fields this one, but is not going to return it from the end zone. So the ball going to be placed down at the 35-yard line. So good field position for the Panthers. Starting this drive, 1st and 10. On play action, here's Young. Hits him on the out route. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. Offense in the hurry up here.
It's a gain of 17 yards. 1st down, Carolina.
It's Young, the throw here on 1st. On the move, headed right. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Okay, this quarterback gets out of the pocket. Genuinely a coin toss whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
2nd down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass.
Ready. 50. Green jack.
They'll motion him out of the backfield. On 2nd and 10, Young. On target here to Njoku. And he's going to be stopped, but not before he gets it down to the 14. They pick up a 34 yards on that play. And that's going to bring up a Carolina 1st down.
Here we go. Ready.
From the pistol, it's Young. Bails out of the pocket quick. Toward the side of the end zone, but that one's incomplete.
There's a lot of studies done every offseason, Kate, about the best red zone offenses. And typically, it's about creative quarterbacks doing just what he tried to do right there in extending the play out of the pocket. The problem is there was just nowhere for him to go with the ball.
Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers making a 4-point game here in the 4th. David Njoku, the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
He has it, and he will get into the end zone. That's going to cut the lead down to just 2.
Panthers 36.
They knew what they had to do, Brock. They got the score and now need to pull off this onside kick. The Panthers say they have it, and the refs agree. Panther football. Well, Brock, you can't blame him with how tough it is to recover an onside kick anymore, but he did hit it before it went 10 yards, so they had to throw the flag. Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10.
Let's go. Bravo 80. Check, Bobcat. Check, Bobcat.
Toss play. This is Walker. And that's a key stop defensively, Brock. But they need more of those as they trail by a score.
You know, you call that toss play, it's almost like a challenge to cornerbacks, Kate. You're challenging their will and their want to. Can they get down there in time to make contact behind the line? In this case, well, challenge accepted and mission accomplished.
Sent back to their own side of the field on that last play. Some ground to make up here on 2nd.
Cowboy 80. Go.
Throws off the rip, but it's incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
Just cannot afford right here, Kate, to go 3 and out. Not when you watched your counterpart score a touchdown. Got to cling to that lead and find a way to convert this 3rd down. It's a big one. And cut off some of the mojo from the other side.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Looking to throw. Got a man, that's Nakua. And he's going to be driven out of bounds. The gain gets this down inside the 35. Well, 3rd and 15, you don't see many of those picked up, partner, but they found a way.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about 2 things, separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks, that's the trust, and then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field.
And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's going to be good for an LA 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Ready? 70 Timberwolves.
They give up the gut to Walker. Now a lot of effort there, partner, but no results. He fought through that one stop, but only managed to get back to the line of scrimmage. Now just 4 seconds after our 2-minute warning, we've got another pause. Timeout taken by the defense. Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. Well, he had to power through one tackle just to get back to the line that time. No surprises here. Defense quick to stop that clock. We've got 1:53 left in this game.
It's now 3rd.
Hey, I love the jet sweep as much as anybody, Kate. It can be super effective, but here's the deal. Once you send that receiver in motion, well, you're doomed. Because if they bring an edge pressure or there's a blitz, there's really no stopping it. Because once that thing gets started, there's no audibling out of it.
3rd and 10. Can this offense get it done? Back to throw it. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Well, that took some force right there. That took some serious defensive effort to force the incompletion. You're not going to see a lot of guys ever let go of a football when they got a 1st down right in their midst. But that force, that contact, separated man from ball.
Look at them. They don't want to surrender the lead or possession. The offense staying out there on 4.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Take over.
Here he is to throw. And he's got him that 1st down as he hits the deck safely. They're going to be looking at 1st and goal.
That's another
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play, and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
A touchdown would put this one to bed. A few shots at it here, starting with 1st and goal.
Cougar 19. Street. Let's go. Motion.
On the carry, it's Walker. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Rams go up by 8 at the end. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown. His 3rd of the game on the ground.
Let's see, Kate, I think in bowling, you get 3 strikes, that's a turkey. You know, in hockey or soccer, you score 3 goals, that's a hat trick. What we could call this, other than simply splendid?
That one right down the middle. And the Rams push the lead to 2 scores now. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line.
Ready up.
So good field position for the Panthers. Starting this drive, 1st and 10.
Ready, go, 45, wide. Ready.
Young looking to throw. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, it kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit. Kate, you got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10.
Let's go now. Ready.
Out of the gun, Young. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. It's the 5th time they've gotten their first sack of this one, Brock. And they're going to try for number 6 on 3rd down.
I think we've reached the point of the game, Kate, where I got to make my PSA. Protect the quarterback, and quarterback, protect yourself.
He's drawn up for him.
Here we go.
Got to go for it in his spot, Brock. This is 4th down. Those plays are designed wrong. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. The give now to Walker. Still has room inside the 15. And he has the first down for the Rams. And, partner, that should be all they need to now coast to this win.
That's good for our Rams.
So make a check in that win column for the Rams. And it was a game for fans of high-scoring football, wasn't it? I know Brock was enjoying seeing both of these offenses work, and really not a lot to dislike from either group. Just one side working at a slightly better clip than the other. That was the difference in the win. Well, that'll do it for us, for Brock Heward and our entire hard-working crew. I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Rams are winners as we say goodbye from Los Angeles.